hate when you get like when you feel like you've gotten like decent sleep, but then like throughout the day you're just like, oh, why am I still so tired? Why? Why? So maybe, just maybe, this video will have an answer. Is the volume up? Yes. Okay.
I'm tired. I'm tired when I get up, when I'm working,
Yes.
when I'm eating, when I'm having fun. The only time I'm not tired is when I should be asleep. I don't know what's going on.
Bro! Oh my god. Seriously. I can even literally be sitting there falling asleep as I'm trying to play my game. Like, you know when you're sitting there and you're just trying to enjoy a game and you want to play the game so bad, but your your eyes are just so heavy and they're even like stinging a little bit as you're trying not to fall asleep. So you finally decide to turn the game off and you go lay down. And suddenly, you're wide awake. Totally, completely wide awake. You feel like you could have just continued playing the game. Oh my gosh. Freaking hate when that shit happens. I hate it. Can't say my eyes have stung from needing to sleep. Who isn't? It's rare, but I have been that tired before where like my eyes are starting to sting and I'm like, oh, but I want to play, but I'm so tired.
But it needs to stop. So, I'm finally ditching my phone, finding a better way to wake up,
Hell no.
and talking with a sleep scientist to figure it out. Thank you to Hostinger for sponsoring a portion of this video, and to our patrons for supporting the channel.
So I think I know what's causing my problem. I think you know what's causing my problem.
No.
But maybe it isn't a problem. Have
I
you ever considered
refuse.
that? Like, I've been tired my whole life, and that hasn't stopped me.
I refuse. Nope. I use my phone to help me fall asleep, okay? Alright. You just gotta just thug it out. Why can't I fall asleep fairly easily in the middle of the day but not be able to fall asleep at night? I hate insomnia. Yup! It be that way sometimes. Be that way sometimes. You gotta take that shit to the chin. Oh my god. Are you ever like laying in bed and you're just like scrolling through your phone and like somehow you just drop it on your face? And then you get pissed. You dropped it on your face.
From achieving mediocrity. I just go to bed at 11 p.m. and then use my phone until 2 a.m. when I literally can't hold my eyes open anymore, and then I wake up at 7 a.m. to a blaring alarm, and then I start using my phone again. What's wrong with that? It turns out, a lot.
If you use Google Scholar and try to find the relationship between phones and sleep, it's exactly what you expect. Not good. But how bad is bad sleep? I picked up this pop science book, which I thought would answer a lot of my questions, but it really just had me asking a new one. Am I gonna die? Dementia, diabetes, heart failure, death. This book links all of that to bad sleep. And it's freaking me.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I've looked it up before. And pretty much it tells you you're everything. If you ever freaking Google anything, it just tells you you're dying. I have my phone on with a playlist of comfy videos to help me, to help keep my mind from racing. I kind of need it to be able to fall asleep. I play, when I'm done, like, browsing and whatever, I play rain, the sound of, like, rain on my phone because I like it.
me out. While I was reading the book, I did have some issues with the way it framed some examples. It was definitely written to make sleep seem like a life or death issue, but that is in extreme cases. That being said, it was pretty clear that sleep is inextractable from quality of life. Kinda seems obvious, but seeing it in black and white made me realize that I should take this seriously. So I'm gonna do the thing that everybody says I should do. I'm taking my phone and I'm putting it in a different room when I go to sleep.
No.
I don't want to do it. But in my defense, other than destroying my sleep, my phone does serve a purpose. It's my alarm clock. So if I'm leaving it in a different room, I need to find an alternative. So I got all of them. I just know I'm gonna get weird ads for a while. I chose the
Gonna get infinite different alarm clock ads now from all from Amazon, trying to get her to buy more and more. Bro, I could. What the hell? Like, but like, what do you do then if you leave your phone in the other room? What if someone tries to call you? See, like, what if there's an emergency in the middle of the night and someone's trying to call you? I couldn't do that. I put my phone on silent, like I put it on do not disturb. So after a certain time, I won't get notifications anymore or sounds or anything like that. Only from people that I put as like an emergency contact or something. You're a better person than me, I would. Yeah, like I can't imagine putting my phone in another room while I sleep. Granted, I've never had an emergency call in the middle of the night, but like, I feel like that emergency call would finally come the day I finally decide to not keep my phone in the bedroom while I sleep. It would be the one day, the one night I decide to keep my phone in the kitchen. Someone would have an emergency. With your phone next to your ear? What? No, I can't sleep with it. You know what's funny is I heard like this thing where like if you keep your phone, if you sleep by your phone, gives you cancer or something. So I don't sleep with it in the bed. I mean, everything can give you cancer these days, but you know, I don't like sleeping with the phone in the bed. Because I'm like, I don't know, what if it gets broken? What if we like slap it off the bed and it smashes on the floor? No. It stays on the nightstand.
Because I wanted to target different ways I could possibly wake up. This is the Lexon Flip Plus LCD alarm clock. It tells the time, it has an alarm. If you want to turn it off, you flip it over. Of course, we have the Philips Sunrise Simulator. This will slowly get brighter to simulate the sunrise. Next, we have this. It's an alarm clock with a bed shaker, so it uses vibration to wake you up. I believe these are especially useful for people.
Can you imagine? The friggin' vibration, you're sleeping peacefully. Finally getting some good sleep. And then all of a sudden your alarm goes off. You're like, oh god! Oh god, it's an earthquake! What's going on? It's just your alarm vibrating the bed. I have never played that, Cajun. I have never.
Who are hard of hearing. In hindsight, I'm not sure the sound is the thing that's satisfying, but look how shiny that is.
Ooh.
Bed vibrator. Don't demonetize this video. The Sound Spa Slumber Sense, so I can use stink to wake me up. Reminds me of a rice cooker. We've got a bit of target practice. When your alarm goes off, this target should go up.
Hold on. Wait, what was that? What did she say? I can use stink to wake me up? What?
Sense, so I can use stink to wake me up.
Oh, okay, you put like,
cooker.
okay.
We've got a bit of target practice. When your alarm goes off, this target should go up, and then you have to use like a little laser pointer.
What?
Oh my god, to stop the alarm. Notice how I'm avoiding using a certain word. That's on purpose. The final alarm clock, it runs away from you. The idea is that once your alarm goes off in the morning, this thing will just run away. So you have to get out of bed to go catch it and shut it off. I wrote up a quick script.
Oh my god, that's freaking hilarious. Your alarm goes off and literally just runs away.
In Python that'll set the order for me. We are starting with
The stinky alarm clock.
Hell yeah.
Let's figure out how to get this thing
What's it gonna stink like?
So we've got the big old egg thing. Plug the adapter into the diffuser, then plug the adapter into this outlet. Seems pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Putting some stuff in. Day one. Let's do it. Wait. I need to put this.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye,
Okay.
phone.
Let's get to sleep.
I feel like I would sit there, at least for like a couple of nights until I was used to it. I'd probably sit there being like, oh my god, did someone message me? Maybe someone called me. Maybe someone needs my attention. What if someone's trying to message me and I can't answer it? What? It's probably what she's sitting there laying there.
Nope.
Smells like onions. I can't take it out.
Wait, what?
You guys just hanging out without me?
You said you were going to sleep.
Why do you look so tall?
You sit in the middle.
What the hell?
Why?
This is like a bad.
Wait, why is she going to sleep and these guys are just doing dishes in the kitchen? Why does it look like it's daytime? What the
Scooby Doo.
I want to know how you guys fall asleep.
I look at the inside of my eyes.
Shut up.
Like I'll just lay there and let sleep take over. But if that doesn't work, then I'll listen to like soundscapes, rainy day cafe.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's the 1970s or something. I don't know. But it's like someone else is in the other room, and then
There's someone else in the room.
but it's normal. It's calming.
Look at the inside of my eyelids and really focus on the darkness. You spend all your time trying to see the black.
Look, it's closed.
But I put a pillow on my head. The room doesn't exist
Oh my
anymore.
God.
The pillow exists only. If it's a
What? Then
problem
you
with
just
my brain,
suffocate.
then I need to like have my brain think about something else. I listen to podcasts at half speed.
You watch this video at half speed.
It's time for you to go to sleep.
We should make sleep stuff.
What do you mean by that?
Here's what I mean by that. We both know that sleep is really important, and I'm trying to help us get more of it. So I've compiled and will continue to compile all of the things that I find helpful, like sources, sleep aids, and other advice that might not make it into this video. Luckily,
Don't charge your phone all night? What? I always do. I plug my phone in before I sleep. It stays like that all night. and then I take it off the charger when I wake up in the morning. Ba, ba, ba. And then, depending on how much I use my phone during the day, it usually lasts all day. I think my phone like died for the first time in a very long time the other day because I was playing Monopoly Go all day. All day I played and my phone died and I was like, no, it's dead. It's dead. Okay. Ads are done.
I can still share it with you using a website I made with Hostinger, who sponsored this video. When you have an idea, I think it's important to make it as quickly as possible, because then you can see it in real life and test if it's actually a good idea, or find ways to iterate and improve. Luckily, that's easy with Hostinger, an all-in-one website solution. With their premium plan, I was able to claim Snorville.com for free and got
wow.
a unique website in seconds by typing my
Snorville.
idea into their AI website builder. Then I just added in our unique sleep advice and sleep aids, like making cookies really
Heck
quietly.
yeah, Melissa sounds good.
Or talking about Cookie Clicker.
You know, you start by
Cookie this, cookie that. Hello, Slasher. Going pretty good. We're learning about why we're so tired all the time. How are you doing?
hiring some grandmas.
With analytics,
some
SEO, and an AI heat map
What?
to predict which parts of the page will get the most attention, that's everything Snorville needs. But if I feel like I'm ready for more advanced features, I can easily migrate to WordPress. It is genuinely amazing how quickly I was able to bring this late night idea to life in just a few clicks. It's empowering,
I've
but also
used
just really
WordPress.
fun. If you want to bring your idea
liked it.
online with a free domain, professional looking emails, and dozens of other premium features, Hostinger is here for you with 24/7 customer support and some incredible limited time offers. The plan I used is just $199 a month, and you get an additional 10% off if you
amazing.
use our coupon code ANSWER. So get started today at hostinger.com/answer10 and find everything you need to create a website. Now I should follow our own advice and get to sleep.
Get to sleep. I'm doing well. I'd also like to know why I'm so tired. Apparently, it's because you keep your phone in your room. That's what we're learning so far. You gotta just completely turn off your phone and put it in a separate room. Or even if you don't turn off your phone, you just gotta keep it in a separate room. Which, I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know why I thought waking up to the sound of a crackling fire was a good idea. I didn't even
That did not sound like a crackling fire.
smell anything. Also, I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. This sucked. Hopefully tomorrow's better.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
This is... By the way, I have still been drinking coffee throughout this whole thing. I didn't want to change too many variables at once, and after watching Melissa's experience quitting coffee, it's hard. Things might get too bleak. Anyway,
Oh my
I was
gosh.
absolutely convinced that getting rid of my phone would have, changed things. And that at least one of the alarm clocks would help me feel better. But I've used all of them, and it's not great. Turn off! Die! I thought that putting my phone in the other room
Oh
would
my
solve my
gosh.
problem of going to sleep late, but it hasn't. I didn't realize, but I guess I'd been using my phone to silence the part of my brain that has generalized anxiety disorder. So yeah, now
Oh,
instead
great.
of doom scrolling before turning on a podcast and falling asleep, I just feel a sense of doom for a few.
Instead of doom scrolling, you're having a ton of racing thoughts go. You're scrolling through your thoughts. That's there, yeah. Instead of doom scrolling, you're scrolling through all your brain thoughts that are running around.
Hours before eventually falling asleep. And this anxiety also means that all of the alarm clocks are basically the same. I'm a light sleeper. I know that I'm a light sleeper. I don't know how I convinced myself that a gentler sound would make me feel better. Bro, I think birds chirping are a jump scare. Now, I have noticed two benefits, right? First, when I wake up in the middle of the night due to any given sound, I can't use my phone. It's annoying, but it probably means that I'm getting more sleep as a whole. Two, I
Okay.
have more hours in my day. Because I'm not using my phone in the morning, I get through my morning routine way faster because I'm not doom scrolling on the toilet. It's the little things in life. Those are two
Doom scrolling on the toilet, or like me, when you wake up in the morning after your alarm goes off, you silence it, but then you lay there in bed for 30 minutes or longer, just just scrolling before you actually wake up.
great benefits, but hasn't solved my problem. I am still tired, so plan A has failed.
Oh no.
I need to take a different approach. So I went back to researching, but instead of just focusing on the relationship between phones and sleep, I tried to get a better sense of the bigger picture. I look like an inverted pumpkin. Anyway, I've looked into culture and society, psychology, biology, and it turns out sleep is a little more complex than just closing your eyes for a few hours. The quality of your
Okay.
sleep depends on a lot of biological, environmental, and social factors. And the quantity of your sleep can be out of your control because of things like school, work, and familial
Yeah.
obligations. These are all things that I kind of knew from my last round of research, but now that I am trying to actually process all of it instead of just blaming my phone, I realize I have no idea what I'm doing. There are like a million and one interdisciplinary things that might be impacting my sleep, and I studied math, guys. The only thing I can do is count sheep. So I think it's finally time that I ask for some help.
My name's Vanessa Hill. I'm a sleep scientist and I research specifically mobile phones and bedtime procrastination. I think that
Bedtime procrastination. I have to move right away when my alarm goes off, otherwise I'll fall back asleep. Oh. I feel like Jello's like that often. Not all the time, but often. And especially if he takes a nap during the day, he'll go nap, and either he'll set an alarm and then the alarm goes off and I'm sitting out there in the sitting out there on the couch, I can hear his alarm go off and I hear him rustle around and turn it off, and then then I'm still sitting there 15 minutes later like, okay. Then I go like shake him and I'm like, hello, your alarm went off 30 minutes ago. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'll get up. Okay, I'm getting up now. And I'll be like, okay. And then I leave. And then another 30 minutes go by and I'm like, and then I like, then I burst the door open. I'm like, your alarm went off an hour ago. And he's like, okay, I'm getting up. But I'm not like that. When my alarm goes off, I don't have to get up. I lay there and I'm up and I'm like on my phone and doing whatever until I've had enough of just laying there, and then I finally get up.
That a lot of people have an unrealistic expectation of what their sleep should look like, and they think that they're getting bad sleep or that they're a bad sleeper. You should never label yourself that way, just when you're getting kind of normal sleep.
Can I be honest with you for a second? It was only after she said that when I realized that I have no idea what I'm trying to get out of this. Like, I assumed that if I slept good enough, I'd just wake up and be a stock image model. But it turns out that the result of good sleep is basically just, are you awake enough to do the things you need to do without being in real risk of falling asleep at any given moment? I do that already. I thought there was another level to unlock. It's like learning Santa Claus isn't real. But despite how disappointing and honestly kind of vague the idea of good sleep is, the science on how to get it is surprisingly clear.
So I want you to imagine that when you wake up, you're at 0. You're hypothetically well rested. So throughout the course of the day, you build up something that's called sleep pressure. It's also sometimes called a sleep drive, and it's one of the processes that dictates when you sleep. Your sleep pressure increases and increases and increases until you get to this point at night when you have so much sleep pressure that you can't stay awake anymore and your body physically needs to sleep.
This process should work in harmony with your circadian rhythm, which uses your body's internal clock to dictate things like appetite and alertness. So ideally, when you sleep, you relieve your sleep pressure and wake up feeling alert. But these processes can fall out of sync with shift work, jet lag, sleep procrastination, or even blue light. Blue light is the reason I've heard for why I shouldn't have my phone at night. It's also why I thought putting it away would solve all my problems. But
yeah, I have it. My phone is set at like 8 p.m. or 9. I don't know what time. Maybe it's like 9 p.m. or something. I set it so that it goes into like the not blue light. I'm surprised adenosine and caffeine hasn't been mentioned. Yeah, I feel like, did she mention? She mentioned coffee, but I think she just mentioned it in like she's addicted to coffee.
But it turns out there's nuance.
What I'm concerned about is what people are doing on their phones. In some research, this is referred to as passive media and active media. So you can imagine passive media as things that help you relax. Active media, you could define more as things that are kind of keeping you hooked. So you could be using your phone to de-stress, to watch a comforting YouTube video to kind of relax and like get in the mood for sleep. If that works for you, then go for it. You need to make your sleep work for you rather than to try to conform to society's expectations of when you should sleep and when you should get up. There's a lot of shame around not sleeping well or being a bad sleeper, but it's just like an area of health. Like, you can just keep working at it and keep trying to get a little bit better, but your best is okay.
It was only after like that hour-long conversation I had with Vanessa when I really started to accept how much I'd let my feelings guide my research. It was bound to happen because this subject really matters to me and I wanted an answer as quickly as I could. But it's a whole field of research and there's so much information and I got overwhelmed, so I just let my gut decide what to focus on. However, my gut isn't always right. For example, the reason I feel tired all day might not have anything to do with sleep.
Quite often, you can feel tired because you're just not moving your body enough. You're not spending enough time in the natural sunlight. You're not eating things that are giving you like the right nutrients. All of these things can contribute to how you feel.
Yeah, that's true. Hello, spirit. Welcome in. Welcome in. 9 out of 10 doctors said it was because of the phone. The remaining 1 doctor didn't take money from alarm clock companies to say so. Sunlight when I can see. Yeah, I was gonna say, on days that I feel unusually tired, I notice it's the days where I'm like extra lazy and I literally just want to, like, I'll wake up in the morning, get up, we'll have our breakfast and whatever, but it's like a lazy day that I have, and much of the day maybe I'll have the lights off because it's dim, and I like no lights on sometimes. Maybe I'm a vampire, I don't know, but sometimes I just like to go about my day, sit around and relax with the lights off, and those are the days that I feel extra tired, and I guess that makes sense because your brain is sitting there like, it's still nighttime. I guess we should still be tired. Hello, no plane. Today we yapping. At the moment we're just about to finish off why you are so tired. Next up, 10 facts big alarm clock don't want you to know. Dun dun dun. They don't actually work. They don't actually work. My phone is my alarm clock. Have I ever actually owned an actual alarm clock? I don't think so. I don't think so. I did try one of those. I got one of those, the thing that replicates the sun rising. It's like, I thought it might help when Jello was doing shift work. But then I don't know. We just kind of stopped using it. It just kind of got, I kind of kept forgetting to put it on every night, and yeah. And that was that. I don't even know where it is anymore, so. But it didn't seem to make a difference, so. Not that I noticed, anyways.
And they're all kind of interconnected.
Even Canada's sleep recommendations is sandwiched in between movement guidelines. I just totally ignored it because I thought if I was tired, I had to fix my sleep.
Wrong.
So with that lesson learned, I decided to give this experiment one more week, with some changes. Instead of trying to find one big fix, I focused on small tweaks to my sleep hygiene. I kept my phone to listen to podcasts, but I set it to airplane mode to avoid social media. I set my alarm on my phone because it turns out every alarm clock sucks. At least my phone keeps track of the time zone. And when my alarm went off, I got up to keep my bed associated with sleep. And then, this was the biggest change. I went for a morning walk. Just pumped some daylight into my eyes and reminded my circadian rhythm what time it is. Plus, it was a chance at some exercise and to catch up on the playlist Melissa curated for our newsletter. Throughout the day, I tried to stretch and drink water at least once an hour. And when it was time for bed, I'd do it all over again. I didn't
I see, like, a morning walk sounds nice. But then, then I would have to get up even earlier. Ugh. I'm up before the sun year round? Oh, man. I don't know. I'm lazy. I'm so lazy, guys. I need to stop being lazy. To go for a morning walk. I'm usually up. I'm up that I could just go for like a short 15-minute walk. Would probably do me some good.
stopped drinking coffee. I didn't go to sleep at the exact same time every day.
What the hell
and
was
I just
that
stared out
picture?
the window one morning when I was too lazy to go for a walk.
Thank you so much. But 1 week later, I could say that these changes were way more effective than any of those wacky alarm clocks. Like, I'm still not a stock image model in the morning, but a more consistent routine has made it easier
That
for me
looks
to
yummy.
predict my energy levels throughout the day, which helped me notice some details that I might need to see a doctor about. Oh my god, that's delicious. I didn't realize how much guilt I carried about being a bad sleeper, and how it created like this cycle of pity where I didn't even get to appreciate the times when I do have like a lot of energy, because I thought that I just needed to be tired all the time. But now when I do feel like the sense of tiredness that a quick stretch and some water can't quite fix, I take a nap. And guess what? I sleep like a baby.
Do naps. Not unless I'm sick. Anytime the couple of times that I have tried to nap during the day, I always wake up and I feel just sick. Like that groggy, very sick, I don't know. And so it's just turned me off completely from napping. I don't do it. Unless I'm like just beyond so tired that I feel sick from being tired, then, you know, I'll kind of doze. And I mean, if I'm sick, obviously, I sleep. But other than that, I don't nap. If I nap, I will wake up at midnight. Literally, Jello. Literally. Apparently, you're only supposed to nap for like 20 minutes. Yeah, you're supposed to like match it up or something with the sleep thing. I forget what it is. The REM sleep. Like 30-minute nap. Optimal nap time. 15 to 30 minutes. For short naps. An hour for long naps. But yeah, generally napping causes like negative consequences if you don't time if you like don't time them properly. And whatever. 20 minutes times 10. No, Katsuya. No. That's not what I said.